first start fighting. And so that's what he's really going to want to work on when he goes back to the drawing board with his coaches.
And next up, we have a heavyweight bout.
Hollenberger versus Daniel. This is the heavyweight, the big boys.
That's why we gotta do jiu-jitsu, right? Jiu-jitsu, you're doing jiu-jitsu gym and learn some grappling. And grappling defense. I mean, boxing's amazing, I'm not taking anything away from that. You need to do an MMA school, alright? So, just work on your scrambles.
A lot of basic, a lot of jiu-jitsu.
All right, we're already into our second match of the night. We have Hollenberger, who went to Lewis and Clark High School. He wrestled and is in 3 different styles for 3 years. Didn't really elaborate on what those styles were, but he did have a buddy that used to fight and started rolling together, so he kind of started mixing wrestling with kind of a catch wrestling, submission wrestling type style with his buddy. So I'm assuming that, he's felt what it's like to get choked out. He's felt what it's like to have that jiu-jitsu mixed in with wrestling, but still have that top heavy pressure. So he's really looking to kind of utilize that and also be ready for his opponent to possibly do submissions on him if he has any BJJ experience.
All right. And Daniel, he's new to the sport. He's only been training for a little while, but he's one of those guys that just by his sheer size alone, he's pretty intimidating. He's never trained before, so he has no base. He just showed up one day and just wanted to
join the class.
And, just wanted to start competing.
Sometimes that's how you learn the fastest, though.
Yeah, and he said that he's always wanted to be a fighter since he was young. So this is just him taking that first step towards a dream, and best of luck to him tonight. He feels that his advantages will be in his height and reach. This guy, he's tall, he's long, he's got some strong arms, So we'll see.
Well, he was smart. He joined a good gym. He's starting to train at Warrior Camp. He took some classes, so he's in the right direction. And it's okay. However it turns out, even if it turns out he wins or loses, it doesn't really matter, because he'll be able to have that experience and then go back to training. As long as he stays consistent, he'll be able to get that experience and then go on and get a little bit more experience and then be ready for his next match.
Yeah, and he says, whoever he fights next, he doesn't care who it is. He says he's got that dog in him. So
he got that dog in him.
He says he got that dog in him. So we're gonna see if he brings that dog out tonight, and as he makes his debut.
It's exciting. And Andrew, he's an independent fighter, so we know and we've seen in the past that even though he's got a base and he wrestled at Lewis and Clark, he's wrestled in 3 different styles. He's done some training with some friends. He doesn't have a gym, and normally, typically we see that that's kind of a downfall for fighters to not have a gym, because you don't have a lot of training partners, you don't have a lot of different looks to get ready for. So we'll see if that affects him in this fight at all, or if he's been training and having people, maybe he's got a home gym or something like that where he has people coming in, so he's got different looks where he can train and get ready for. But he's sampled practice. He did iron. He worked with Ironman MMA, so he has gone and cross-trained with other gyms, but he doesn't. Right now, he doesn't really have a particular gym that he calls home.
It looks like Daniel's getting a little pop from the crowd. Looks like he
so we
brought
have 2 completely different body types, but they're both the same weight. So this is very, very interesting. We'll see if the big guy over here in the blue corner is able to use his weight, or if he's going to have a hard time over here in the red corner, who has the strength and the length.
And ladies and gentlemen, expect a slugfest. These are the big boys. This is going to be a lot of power, a lot of back and forth slug. Straight slugfest.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see if any cardio affects either one of them. I know both of them are fairly new, so I don't know. It looks like Daniel kind of has a little bit of conditioning. He looks like he's somewhat in shape, but I don't know how long he's been training for, so cardio might affect him too. Who knows?
I said that right. 250 pounds at 20 years
Hollenberger said he's been training a lot on the heavy bag. He's been doing a lot of cardio on his own time, working his own strength and conditioning on his own. He's got a lot of gym time at home, so we'll see how much that's going to play a factor in this fight for him. And he's watched a lot of different fights before, and that's what kind of created an itch for him to get into this match.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a very interesting fight. It's like you said, it's two different body types. Some people built like DC and it works for them. And then some people can be tall and an absolute specimen and it works for them. So you never know.
It's like an amateur version of John Jones versus DC.
Yeah, there we go. Right away, Daniel opens up.
Oh, that overhand right. He's definitely going to want to get in and get out because, that was a great duck.
These two are swinging. They're just going for it. They said, let's just start a fight and go for it.
He is really timing those high kicks really well. Hollenberger knows how to duck those. He's seen those before. You can tell.
Most definitely. As a wrestler myself, I've had to learn how to get a read on those high kicks, and it looks like Hollenberger's got a cut above his right eye already. It's leaking pretty good.
He's really, really having a hard time trying to time that distance from Daniel.
Yeah, and, like Daniel said, he's looking to use his height and his range,
That barely missed that hook. That almost hit Hollenberger's face. That would have been a hook from hell.
Hollenberger needs to work inside of that range. He needs to get inside.
When he gets in, and then when he gets in to do his thing, what he's going to do, throw combinations, go for a takedown, but when he's done, he needs to get out and get away. That was a bad hook.
That hurt him. Down is Hollenberger.
That hurt him.
He's on a leg right now.
Daniels is going to want to get that leg out and try to sprawl.
Some nasty hammer fist from Daniel.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to recover from this. He's taking a lot of damage.
You can hear this. Yeah, he's taking his back, and he's just emptying out the tank. Yeah. And that's it, folks.
That's a lot of damage.
Daniel said he brought that dog with him, and he brought his dog with him, man.
That was too much length. That was too much strength for Hollenberger. And you know what? He looked really good starting off, but it's better to not take so much damage and live to fight another day. Fights are going fast, though.
Don't blink, folks. Don't blink. We are already to our third fight.
And Daniel wins his first fight, I think, by TKO in the first round. That builds a lot of confidence, so he'll definitely be going to train again and be ready for his next fight.
Yes, and he had said earlier his goal is to become a fighter and not just a fighter. He wants to eventually become one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. So this is a good start, a good step in the right direction, as long as he can keep up with his training and take it seriously.
Now, I didn't know if you could tell.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for
Exciting two fights so far. They're going quick, but they've been exciting, and that's what counts.
We're still waiting on the link from the live chat.
What is the link?
I'm still waiting on him to send it to me.
Have you seen this one?
June. No, not yet. No, those are the ones that we've already. Yeah, they're upside down. We've already done it. See, I might be able to see a shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is brought to you by Feel Good
I don't know if we got that one for that guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is the 125-pound mixed martial arts class.
Music on the
Ladies
next
and
one.
gentlemen, let's
No, I didn't put any in there.
Junior Garza!
How do we not have?
He's going to use it right. That's the one we already did. Let's use this one.
Yeah.
Third fight of the night, we have a flyweight bout. J.R. Gurton versus Coyote, did we say? Or wait, no. Samson Mopin. Both of these fighters are extremely talented. This next one, he said his cousin that passed wanted him to do it. So that's what kind of motivated him to get into the sport. That, and he has him in his memory when he wants, every time he thinks about fighting or when he wants to compete. So that's kind of what motivated him to do it, was his late cousin. He has no idea about the sport. He really barely knows anything about, barely watches the sport, but thinks it's very entertaining, very exciting. So he definitely wants to learn more about it, start training more, and get into the sport and get more experience.
And a little bit about Samson Mopin. He says he hold on.
That's what I hate in normal life. Right? Okay,
Yeah, Samson, a little bit about Samson. He doesn't like living a normal, basic life. He says he loves having that fast-paced life, having a little bit of chaos in there. And so taking a first fight, having a little bit of excitement in his life is kind of what's motivating him to take this fight. Also having his daughter. His daughter is what motivates him, gives him that good life, gives him that motivation to get in there and do something fun, do something challenging. But he's also got jiu-jitsu and wrestling, and that's what goes well in the cage and some cage combatives. So that's what's kind of motivating him because he's got somewhat of a base. Mopin's coming out of Ironman and just trained 4 or 5 times a week, so he's getting a lot of good experience over there. And then his opponent is training out of Warrior Camp.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent to my left in the red corner. With the white shorts with brown trim and brown and red trim. He is a wrestler. He represents Ironman MMA. He is 5'7", 125 pounds, and 20
Both fighters think it was always going to be exciting for them. They always thought it was going to be fun to kind of join the sport and it'd be something new and exciting in their lives. So that's both of them kind of have the motivation to do this fight, and that's kind of why they both decided to do it.
And
both motivated by family members.
And that is a very strong motivator for folks. I know for myself, my son is a very strong motivator for me every day to, put on the gloves and get in the gym and take those hard rounds when I don't feel like it.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Guerin says, he has a lot of strength and he uses a lot. He's been weight training for a long time. He's got that front headlock right now. Mopin has that front headlock, so he's looking to do something with it. Doesn't look like Guerin really has a lot of experience, but he popped right back up. Some wild punches.
Mopin
connected.
Junior he's firing off.
Both of them are actually keeping their hands up, though. I'm quite surprised for both fighters not really having a lot of experience. Usually when you don't have a lot of experience, you see people leaving their hands down, especially when they get tired. Both these guys are doing a good job keeping their hands in front of them. A little bit more head movement would be good, and to, you know, kind of avoid keeping their head off the center line. That hurt. Yeah. It looked like it's bent or looking funny, going the wrong way. Well, some wild punches by both fighters. But still, both of them are walking each other down. Nice push kick. Both of them have already taken a lot of damage already, so I think they're both slowing down a little bit, going to fill each other out a little bit more. Nice oblique kick.
All right, and we have the live chat as well. Hello, live chat.
JR says he has no idea what he sees himself doing next, but he's a distinguished fighter, and he wants to get more experience under his belt, wants to fight on proving rounds again, but he has no idea who he really wants to fight next.
Oh, and it looks like Junior's on that guillotine, and Mopin, he's staying calm.
He's almost
he's
passing
fighting
his guard.
He's fighting that guillotine. His head's almost out, and he's free.
He's got good pressure.
He's got that hand trap. These two are going at it.
Mopin did a good job of framing and getting back up. Really good job for somebody who hasn't been in the cage or doesn't have a lot of cage experience.
Oh.
Ooh. And right here, he wants to sprawl and get that.
And that's round one.
He wanted to get that leg back because you want to sprawl right there, because if you let them grab a hold of that leg, that's potentially getting taken down. So that's what he's going to want to do in the future if someone goes for that leg again.
And these two are scrapping. They're going straight at it. There's no...
It's very fast-paced.
Yeah, it's very fast-paced. There's these two, you would think they didn't like each other. The way they're going at each other. Don't blink, folks. This could be...
A lot of them haven't really been striking very long, but they still aren't afraid to walk each other down, throw different strikes, throw different kicks. I saw a lot of teeps, a lot of push kicks in the first round. I even saw a body kick. So that's good that they're still going for stuff, even though they really haven't done it a lot.
And this is now makes the longest fight of the night so far.
That's nice.
Going into the second round. Let's see if we can... let's see if they can make it to a third round. Ooh. Connects with a solid flush, too.
Yeah, Mopin's really going to want to time those body kicks a little bit more, because that's how you get clocked right down the pipe, is when you're throwing those body kick, or any type of kick, really. Nice takedown by blue corner. Oh, but then he's letting him get back. Oh, nice knee to the body.
These are some vicious knees in the clinch.
Yeah, that was like 3 really good knees. He's going to be feeling that.
Mopin likes that knee. He likes throwing them knees in them teeps.
They're getting a little bit tired now. See the hands kind of falling down a little bit, but they're still going forward. And they'll see a lot more cage wrestling. Nice takedown by Gerton.
You know, Gerton seems to he seems to be able to take down Mopin almost at will, but once they get to the ground, he seems to be a little bit lost. So,
and his problem is he needs to let go of that head. He's got a headlock, but he wants to let go of that, and that's why he got his back taken. And all Mopin really has to do is be patient right here, stay calm, because he's not going to do anything with that headlock.
Mopin's putting pressure on that shoulder, so it's only a matter of time before
He needs to let go and start going for something else.
Arms give out, you know.
Yeah.
You need to know when it's time to let go of a hold.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, you will just. And he's got the rear naked.
Yeah.
And that's it, folks. There's the tap. It's all over. It's all over. Put a W in the books for Mopin.
That was beautiful grappling by Mopin. See, and that's it. He was patient. He didn't try to, overcompensate for stuff like his opponent. His opponent kind of, like you said, he held on to that headlock too long. Headlocking is not the greatest thing to be doing in MMA. So, when you're not in a good position, you need to let go and readjust.
And Mopin, he was so patient, just waiting for him to let go of that headlock, and he slipped that arm around his neck, and he locked in that rear naked for the W. Good job, Mopin. Now, here's Mike with the official outcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the submission for a rear naked choke. Let's give it up for Senator the
I like the ones that go a little bit longer. They're exciting and they end fast. Some of them, it's like you can't look away because they're all done. But these ones go in a little bit longer, so you need that little mix up a little bit.
Ben, yeah, he should be. Get some folks up in there so we can interact. And then we need the one for Elias as well.
It's the one he filled out. Yours he filled out.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next round is a mixed martial arts bout with 155 pound weight class, brought to you by Feel Good Entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for our next combatant, Hinman.
All right, we got our first girl fight of the night, which is exciting. I always love seeing these ones because we don't get to see these ones, especially on the amateur scene, too often. But we did have kind of a switch up here.
Oh no! It's not the girls either. It's
Oh, this is different. Oh, this is the guys. It's in the wrong order though.
Names them.
Sorry about that, guys. So we do have a girls fight, but apparently this one's going after this men's fight. So we do have Ben Hinman versus Elias, which both are very talented up-and-coming amateur fighters. Ben Hinman, who just came out, he is fighting out of Republic. He's self-trained, so meaning he's an independent fighter. He's black and he's back, and he has a record of 0-0. So this is his amateur debut. So he is coming in very green. He doesn't really have much of a background. He has a little bit of boxing, but no jiu-jitsu. So we'll see if he can do any kind of defense. If he gets shot on, he's going to have to figure out how to get out of that or just stay away and fight from a distance. He's definitely not going to want to get caught up on the cage. So we'll see how he handles that tonight. He's fighting a very, very tough opponent, so who loves to grapple and box and is very, very strong. So I can see him having a little bit of trouble with that, but we'll see. You know, you never know what they've been working on when, you know, they're behind the shadows and no one's watching.
Well, if you have tuned in to Proving Grounds before, then you guys know about Elias Delarosa. You know, he's from Post Falls. He's fighting out of Warrior Camp. He's a wrestler with the record of 4-0. You know, he also specializes in Muay Thai, and he's an absolute dog.
Yeah, he is. I've trained with him a lot, especially, you know, getting a lot of extra training in on weekends and stuff. And I can tell you the dude, nobody was going to want to take a kick from him. He takes it easy on me. I know that he's only kicked me 50%, so I can only imagine what it's going to be like taking a kick from him full speed in an actual MMA fight. So I can definitely see, even if it isn't Ben, whoever he's facing is going to have a tough time with Elias.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent to my left.
Now,
Ben says that the reason why he also fights, what he likes about fighting is therapeutic for him. It's like instead of going traditional therapy, he comes in and he fights. So that's why he does it, kind of gives him some balance. And he says he sees it ending on the floor. So I'm assuming that because he's a boxer, he wants trying to be going for a knockout, TKO, something in that type of fashion.
Spencer W. says he's calling a takedown for Red for Elias within the first 10 seconds. Let's see if he's correct on that,
Yeah.
because Elias does have some phenomenal wrestling.
Yeah.
Some very high-level wrestling.
I think Elias could really just do whatever he wants in this fight, to be honest. He's just so extremely athletic and strong. He could do whatever. And he get a little overcompensated with those kicks, but, you know, he recovered well. Elias is in southpaw position at the moment versus orthodox Ben. And he got perfect timing on that takedown, and that dude was right.
Hey, Spencer, there's your takedown. Elias just working from top right here.
He was pretty accurate with that assumption, with that prediction.
Doing a good job,
Got
knee on belly.
Yeah, knee on belly, just kind of working it, not rushing.
Let's see if Elias can get this submission that he predicted he was going to end the fight in a submission, but looking like he might opt for ground and pound.
He took it kind of easy with those punches. He's going for hammer fists again.
These are some nasty unanswered shots.
Yeah, this is going to be a long night for Hinman. He's definitely going to want to go back to the drawing board and definitely, you know, get a lot of jiu-jitsu practice, a lot of submission grappling in before he takes his next fight.
Brutal ground and pound. Brutal ground and pound. And oh, there's a tap. He tapped from ground and pound. That's it, folks.
Yep, tap to strikes.
He tapped to strikes. This is all.
That's a tough first opponent.
That is a very tough opponent. And just like that, Elias Delarosa moves from 4-0 to 5-0.
And you can be surprised if you see him as a professional in the next few fights.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for both of these combatants.
I had a feeling that one was going to go kind of fast.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the attack on the Tito Strikes. Let's give it up for Elias Delarosa!
Take that. Oh, yeah. Another quick one. These are going fast, but they're super exciting. Make sure that you don't get up until the intermission because these ones are going fast.
What was his record? What was Ben's record?
Oh, he was
now I believe we do have the women's fight, correct? I think we just had that a little bit out of the way.
Yeah.
A little not disorganized, but we had some changes at the last minute, so what we had on our lineup wasn't exactly correct. But I'm looking forward to this female fight. We had a little mix-up of which female was fighting which, and we had someone step in at the last minute, Stephanie Beidman, 52 years old. You won't catch me going into the cage at 52 years old, I tell you that right now. So she has a lot of courage, a lot of dog in her, I guess you would say, because she's just coming in here getting experience. She told me that she's always wanted to fight. She wants to get more experience, and I don't know what kind of training she's been doing, what gym she's a part of. We kind of just heard about her at the very last minute, but I think, she's just, if anything, she's going to want to come in and just be aggressive. If you come in the last minute, you didn't get training, you didn't get any kind of experience before that, you're definitely going to just want to be aggressive.
Yes, and I believe that Aria Williams, I believe I saw her fight on the last card, and if my memory serves me correct, she was in a dog fight. So, both these women, they're here to compete. They're here to put it all on the line, and
so I'm not really sure why those two switched up, but it's cool because, later on we are going to still see Jealousy Kwam still be fighting. And actually, it looks like that female fight is happening, but it's still not happening yet. But we still promoting it and we still pumping it up. Because that's the one I want to watch. But if it isn't happening, which it looks like we're switching it up, it will be happening after intermission.
And yes, Spencer, sorry about that. Yeah, Elias is a monster, and yeah, it's about time he fought for a belt.
Lucas is in there, but I don't remember this dude.
If you want to, I'll look for you.
Let's keep going back there. There you go.
But like, I don't know, this is like weird. I guess
The other dude might not be on there. That's okay. He might be, I don't know.
What was his name?
I don't remember seeing his name.
Spurgeon. Shane is actually the co-main event, so he will be the second to last fight before the title. Well, he will be the fight before the title fight. So stay tuned.
Ryan Spurgeon, 125 versus Lucas Huckabee. Now, we don't have a lot of information on Ryan, but we do know that Lucas is coming up to fight. Not really a lot of information on what his background is or what his record is. I'm assuming that he's pretty green and hasn't really fought a lot. Didn't have a lot of information, but what he does like to train a lot is he does like to train Wing Chun and a lot of traditional karate. And he's even trained a little bit of judo. So we'll see if that translates into his fighting of mixed martial arts, which typically isn't really traditional. So we'll see what kind of success that gives him tonight.
And, you know, I saw Spurgeon. I saw Ryan Spurgeon fight on the last card, you know, and I remember he kind of took it to his opponent. You know, they were really going at it. So he's definitely here. He's definitely ready to go. Both these guys look very calm. You know.
Yeah.
Everybody looks like they've been here before. So you know, this
Dude
is
kind of looks like he's in La La Land, to be honest.
Yeah. He's looking a little bit out of it. Maybe, I don't know if it's nerves. I'm not sure. Who knows? This could just be him on a regular day. You can never judge a book by its cover.
You can't.
You know.
You can't tell whether they're thinking what's happening. Maybe he has a lot of spirits. Who knows?
Yeah.
Huckabee has definitely that karate stance going on. Ooh.
Oh, these two are just getting at it. They're just going at it. He's spamming the uppercut.
Got some dirty boxing in the clinch.
There
I
we
love
go.
it.
Oh, he's looking for the guillotine.
Oh. He's got a hold of it still, though. Ooh, that's deep. He needs
It
to
is.
not. Oh, and he just let it go. You can tell that he has the inexperience. He hasn't really been grappling a lot, though, because he had that deep, but didn't really know what to do with it after
But
that.
he's saying, let's go. He ready to fight. He beckoning.
He ready to put the Bruce Lee Wing Chun.
He should have braided his hair or
That's what I
something.
was just thinking. I was like, man, there's no way I can fight with my hair like that.
Oh, I know. When I used to have my dreads and they'd hang down in my face, that used to drive me crazy. Looks like he's on that head and arm again. It looks like
He got the guillotine in front headlock. He needs to learn how to go for it and just lock it up. But when you have that guillotine, you kind of have to go get it in tighter and go to an angle, which he's not really executing. So just needs to practice that a little bit more.
Now, it doesn't look like there's much going on right now. I wouldn't be surprised if the ref ends up standing
Yeah, Ryan
him up
doesn't
here
really know what to do
pretty
either.
soon.
Oh.
Ooh, looks like he slipped a little bit there.
He looks a little dazed.
But he waving him on. He's saying, come on, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Push him forward. And these two really like to clinch. Oh, nice takedown.
But see, they did this in the last match, and then hopefully blue corner Huckabee doesn't make the same mistake of just holding on to the headlock. He needs to move to something else.
Now, if I'm...
But both fighters are really inexperienced, so they don't really know what to do in these certain situations, especially on the ground. Ryan really needs to let go of that headlock. See, when you get in that headlock position, you know, he needs to let go and go for an underhook and get out the back door. Not going to get anywhere holding on to the head. The guy on the bottom.
And Ryan has let Huckabee back up.
Yeah.
And Ryan just pushing forward.
I think that body kick really hurt. Really hurt
There you
Huckabee.
go. He's starting to bully Huckabee a little bit in
He's
here.
slobbering.
These two are looking gassed.
He's about to stop. All
right. This is the second fight to make it out of the first round.
He's lucky that stopped because he looked like he was about to quit. He's slobbering all over. But you're right. It was Huckabee that was on the ground, headlocking too much. He should have let go of that and tried to underhook and get out the back door.
Spencer says amateur fighting at its finest. And you know, this is what it's all about. This is where while you're an amateur, it's okay. Your record doesn't really matter once you go pro. So this is where you work out all your kinks. You find out what works for you. This is where you make your mistakes. So then you can learn from those mistakes. You go back to the gym and you work on those mistakes. You fix them, and then when you go pro, you can be flawless at it, you know. So
I mean, honestly, that's what kind of makes it exciting, though, and kind of entertaining, is when it's not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect, because that's why these are pure amateur fights. Daniel Spitz in there just having a great old time in there. Not letting anybody die, so that's good. But letting them fight on, so it's not no early stoppages here. Just pure excitement.
now I wonder what the ref said to the red corner.
I don't know, but he... Oh!
Oh, and these two, they just clash.
I don't know what he was going for.
Right away, Ryan just comes out firing.
Huckabee is just covering up. I don't wonder how much longer he's going to be able to take it, but he just did like a little side karate kick going on there.
And it's Spurgeon just unloading.
Huckabee looks like he's had enough. He's not liking those kicks. He's not liking punches to the body. And even though Ryan's punches are wild and both of them don't have a lot of experience, he's still connecting a lot, and it's hurting him. Oh, man. Oh!
Oh, he connected hard. These two are...
Hey, but you know what? Spit's making them fight. None of them have given up. None of them threw in the towel yet. So it's not done until the ref calls it. You got to keep going. You can tell both of them are just like, especially Huckabee, he don't want any.
And Spurgeon has taken down Huckabee. Let's see if he can work something from here. Maybe get his ground and pound going.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Maybe take full mount.
He doesn't need to go for hold on to that. He needs to get up on top, and he needs to end it with the TKO. All he has to do is just get on top, start punching. The dude doesn't want to be in there anymore.
And I won't be surprised if I see the ref stand them up again.
Yeah, they both can't just sit and stall. That's not going to work either. He's not going to get a win that way. At least I don't think so, unless this guy just taps, which I've never really seen.
Call it, Dan. Call it.
Yeah, man. He's got to do his job, but he's doing a good job. Yeah, you can tell, but he's just standing there doing doing nothing from the bottom.
Now, I feel like the ref should stand these two up. There's not very much action going on. They're kind of just laying and hugging each other.
I know there's a difference between amateur and pro, though. Sometimes they do let the amateurs just kind of sit there sometimes, so maybe that's what Spit's doing. But if this was pro, he definitely would have stood him up by now.
Now, if I am Ryan's corner, I'm probably telling him to work some of that ground and pound.
Absolutely. I'm not quite sure. I can't hear what they're saying over there, but I would be yelling and screaming that right now.
This
but
is MMA.
Yeah.
You can punch your opponent on the ground.
Yeah, headlocking ain't going to do much.
Throw some punches, Blue!
And, he's headlocking, and like we said, like, if Huckabee was what experienced, he would be able to get up and get on his back, and then he'd be in a bad position. That's definitely a technique that he doesn't want to keep practicing.
And it looks like Huckabee's a bit slow getting up from the canvas. Let's see how much he's got left in this gas tank. Both of these fighters, yeah, they look gassed, but they're showing some heart. They're in there. They're in there competing. Neither one of them has thrown in the towel yet. So let's see if they can finish the third round a little stronger than the second round.
Homeboy don't want to be in there no more in the red corner. Both of them are tired, though. They're holding on. This is where your guts and your heart comes in. They don't have shit to do with having any kind of technique or anything like that, because obviously these guys, they're calling it.
And that's it, folks. That's it.
I wonder why, though. Or is it a draw because both of them are tired, or is one just quitting?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. They just waved off the fight. Oh, my. Will looked to Mike to find out what this final decision will be.
Oh yeah, they give it up. I hate when fights end like that, to be honest. You know, I'd like to see them battle to the death and see which one quits first.
Yeah, it's very anticlimactic.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner via fighter retirement in the red corner, Lucas Huckabee!
Well, look at that. Lucas Huckabee.
Wait, did he win, or was it a draw?
Somehow was able to pull the rabbit out of the hat
So did the
and
red
take
corner
home the
quit?
W.
That's like the weirdest way I've ever seen a fight end, to be honest. But you know, you see the weirdest things in amateur fights. So maybe that's what happened. The red corner decided they didn't want to be in there anymore, and so he decided I'm gonna give up before. But you know, blue corner didn't really want anymore either. So that's what was funny, was like seeing him do that.
Well, Huckabee should probably have the nickname David Copperfield with the rabbit he just pulled out of his hat.
That was interesting. All right, we have the last fight on the card.
Females not yet.
Matthew Woods and Tito Quz. Or is it different?
How y'all doing in the chat? How are y'all liking the fights? Put some ones in the chat if you guys are liking the fights. Actually, put a 1 in the chat if you think that red won, and put a 2 in the chat if you think that the blue corner won. How did y'all see this fight?
That was a fun fight. An interesting one.
Oh yeah, very interesting fight. You know, that's the thing. You never know what you're gonna get here at the hub. You know, never know.
Hands down, some of the best matchmaking I've ever seen in the area. So it's always like you never know what you're gonna get, but they're always super competitive. A lot of these fights have really, really high level amateur fighting for how many fights that they've had. Especially, I've seen a lot of different cards, a lot of different promotions be put on, and I feel like a lot of these guys have had a lot of experience, a lot of training before they actually get in and compete against other highly competitive amateurs.
Yeah, these fights are pretty cool, and Spencer feels that blue was more aggressive, so I feel Spencer feels that blue should have taken the dub. Is that one? I believe red took. I agree as well.
It was Ryan, the blue corner. Yeah, he won. I agree too. Huckabee just kind of seemed like he was wanting to quit a lot. He walked away a couple times. He turned his back. That's absolutely something you don't want to do, and that's usually a telltale sign that the person is giving up without really saying that they're giving up.
What's up, Lincoln? We have Lincoln in the chat. He is a he's also a young fighter who trains out of Warrior Camp. He had a pretty solid wrestling season this year. But looks like we got our next folks coming up as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, the combatant to my right in the blue corner, the black shorts with the blue trim. He stands 6 foot tall. He's 5'5", 22 years old.
This the right one?
Excuse me, he's 6 foot tall, 155 pounds, and 22 years old. He is making his MMA debut. He hails from Twin Falls, Idaho. He is a close quarters combat specialist who represents Bricks Canyon Athletic. Ladies and
look at Matt Wood. He's locked in. He has not taken his eyes off his opponent yet.
He's ready.
He's looking like a stone cold killer, folks.
Plus, he reported back to us that he got into the sport at a really young age, started at 7. So you can tell this is something that he's really been into, really been interested in since he was a young kid.
And we got Tito. He says that he got into the sport because of friends. He just does it for fun, stay in shape, maybe a little self-defense. Can't go wrong with that. You got to have the summer body, and you can't have the summer body if you know what I'm saying. You got to work out.
Yeah, both these guys seem like they're pretty good shape going on. They don't got. Yeah, they both look like they've, they work out and stuff like that. Besides training in mixed martial arts, but Matthew Woods, he's traditionally he did wrestling, boxing, he's done Muay Thai, so he seems like he's pretty well rounded, and so this is he's gonna put this all together tonight. He's already doing some crazy flying knees. He looks like he's been training for a while. Just the way he's got that low stance.
Ooh, these two were just getting at it.
He definitely took a
They're looking to sit down on punches early.
Yeah, he took a big straight right, but didn't look like it hurt him at all. He's still pressuring going forward.
And Tito, he trains out of El Rancho and mano a mano boxing. So we should be looking for some crisp boxing from him. These two just getting after it. I love it.
He's taunting him a little bit. It's like trying to get in his head a little bit and play those mental games. Nice little low kick.
Ooh. Tito mixing it up. Nice on the. Ooh.
That was a great timing.
That was a nice double leg. Nice double leg by Matt Wood.
It was definitely some good timing by Matthew Woods to go for that double leg. Let's see what he can do from it for here. We haven't seen a lot of people knowing what to do tonight as far as the early fights, knowing what to do once they get it to the ground. So we'll see if he can capitalize being on the ground and make it work in his favor. Both of them kind of still feeling each other out. Tito's kind of holding him, so he's taking his time trying to. But what he wants to do kind of is posture up and see what he can do. He either wants to pass his guard or kind of posture up and start raining down strikes. Wood says he's been training with Black Canyon Athletics and have been repping them for the last
vicious ground and pound by Matt Wood. He landed, he connected a couple. There you go, he postures back up. But Tito's doing a good job. He put his feet on hips and he got up out of there.
Woods does a good job of staring down, but I think he was trying to recover a little bit. He turned his back.
Oh, and there's that boxing that I was talking about from Tito. He just unloading. He letting them go. He throwing straight bombs.
Ooh, that was a huge right by Tito.
And Matt Wood, he just biting down on that mouthpiece, and he's swinging back, folks. Down he goes. He drops him. Ground and pound. How much more can one man take? And that's it, folks. It's over. It's all over. Both these two.
That was a great fight. What a great finish by
Tito. Tito, he just put those combinations together and he just started raining down hellfire,
Those
folks.
Latino fighters are something else, man. They have
Dropped
no quit in them.
Finished him off with some body shots. Call it a night. Easy night at the office,
Corner,
folks.
it looks like his dad. He's super excited. His family over there just hooting and hollering. I love it. I mean, Woods, he came out, he had the face for it. He looked like he was mean. He was tough, but you know what? He quit in the end. And Tito had that dog in him. He didn't give no quit in him, and sometimes that breaks fighters.
Yeah, hey, that's true, He was just biting down on that mouth guard, and he was still trading shots. Just, there's a lot of heart shown here.
That was a great fight. Very exciting.
And really, both these fighters just put the 155 weight division on notice because there's 2 new dogs in the yard.
Yeah.
All you 55ers, Matt Wood and Tito.
Definitely going to want to see both of those guys back on the card. And that ended in a TKO. First half of the night is all finished. We're going to take an intermission, and we'll be back with the second half.
Spencer W. saying that that's fight of the night already. Woo! Woo! That's gonna be. He's saying that these are some big shoes to fill. These are gonna be some big shoes, but guess what? This is still just the beginning of the card, folks. The main card, we got some special things on this main card. A lot of good fights, so stay tuned. I think we're gonna be going into our intermission. But definitely stay tuned. I appreciate it, Josh Richmond. I appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we kick off the last act of our event, once again, it's time to plug our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, our sponsors are freaking everything.
Want me to just put that like that?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, our holistic #1 sponsor right here. Feel good and can't do it Thursday. DL Training, Dylan Lumber Training. He trains currently professional bare knuckle MMA.
Hello, and we are back.
Sharpshooter Sports, Spokane's one and only indoor shooting range. And of course, Warrior Camp Fitness and MMA. Ladies and gentlemen, we teach Muay Thai, we teach MMA, we teach Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We got kids classes, make it a family affair. If you want to fight this cage, you can. You get there on the right night, you do some Jiu-Jitsu with your ring announcer. Warrior Camp Fitness and MMA. Ladies and gentlemen, the people behind the VIPs behind the scenes, our medical person, U.S. Navy combat veteran, Cutman Cater Brown. Ladies and gentlemen, are the official fight photographer, the Pacific Northwest unsung hero, Katie Harway Photography. Ladies and gentlemen, right now I'd like to take a minute to hear our fight promoter, Tito Quz, come up and say some words. And ladies and gentlemen, our lovely ring girl, another 25-pound strap move. Go ahead, Tito.
Well, everybody, I want to thank you for coming out here. I'm going to keep this short and sweet so we can get right back to the fight action. My history, I started fighting in 2005. I became a professional fighter, and then when I cut my teeth in my amateur career, it was actually right here in this cage at this show. So being able to come out here and take over as a promoter is actually a serious honor for me. So I'm taking it as serious as I possibly can to give you guys the best show I possibly can. Ultimately, what it comes down to is we have dreams that are trying to be met, and if
You said Shane?
none of those dreams are going to be met.
Shane didn't end up fighting.
Shane is the co-main.
Wasn't Shane supposed to fight tonight?
Shane is right here.
I don't see his name anywhere.
Oh, Shane right here.
Oh, okay. There.
Yeah.
Our main event is for the 125-pound Puka ground strap. Where's our lovely ring girl Rue?
55.
It,
55. Yeah, he's saying 25. Mike, 55.
Now you tell me. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the 125-pound strap.
Yeah, I don't think Jesse want to get in there with me. I've been wanting that 25 strap.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I'll get down. I'll get down. I don't care. I'll get down.
oh, I did not hear who he said.
I don't know where this dude's is.
And we are having.
I know. I thought they were cornering someone, and then Miller came over, and she was like, "No, we just decided to stop by," and I'm like, "That's fucking weird."
I'm sitting here thinking to myself, he hasn't been to these shows in like 8 years. This is the first show I promote.
I saw him here one time, and I think they did have a fighter fighting, but it's like, why would you just show up out of nowhere?
I went over and talked to him though and tried smoothing things over, so maybe it wouldn't be such a bullshit connection.
He's just a fucking snake, dude. He'll still try to make things fucking weird. Yeah.
What happened with those two? I think it got scratched because we were having a hard time trying to figure out whether or not she was gonna.
I think this is the new one.
Yeah, I think
Ain't it?
we're scratching over.
So Eric,
Did the girls get scratched?
I think so.
my
That's because
God.
they're already going up to the next one, so that's what would be my guess. And I told him to keep it smooth and easy, so if there's something going on to stop the fight, scratch it, move on to the next one, so the crowd doesn't gotta wait.
There was two girls. I don't
Ladies
know
and
why they
gentlemen,
couldn't.
let's give a big round of applause for his opponent, Eric Quinn!
All right, we're back in it, and we are in the second half of Proving Grounds MMA, and we have Samuel Hinman already in the cage, waiting for his opponent, and we're waiting for Eric Cuevas to show up. at a 155 lightweight bout.
But I got one other move, and I can't.
We don't have one for. No. I think we have one for. Check
Probably heard that before.
I know we had a Cuevas one, but his brother is the one that fought Tito. So I don't know where his is at.
Because I remember seeing there's two, yeah.
Eric Cuevas, but like I haven't seen his nowhere. It's not in that one. I already looked there.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I got it. Yeah.
I was like, it's not in my pile.
I knew I seen it.
the gladiator. To my right, you know you're old when you do this, we try to rate stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, he stands 5'10", 859 pounds, and 19 years old.
And Eric is the brother of Tito, who just fought in that incredible last bout that we watched before the intermission. Both of them seem to bring the heat and probably train a lot with each other. So I expect to see the same excitement in this bout.
Oh, most definitely. And Samuel, I've seen him fight on this card before. I've seen him fight out here before, and he definitely brings the fight. You know, he's here to. He's not here to play games. You know.
All these fighters, you know, there was a couple fighters that came down from Republic, and these are the fighters that are kind of independent. They don't really have a gym, but, you know, they bring that toughness, that mentality. So, you know, he's coming with that warrior spirit.
Yeah.
You know, 30 years old. He is a boxer out of Henderson, Oregon. He represents.
And Cuevas boys, you know, they come to fight. They come and they don't quit. They don't stop. They don't give up. So anybody who's facing in front of them, they're gonna have a good fight on their hands. They're not easy to put away.
I'm gonna just say this, folks. I know I've been saying this all night, and I'm pretty sure all y'all have heard me say it at this so far, but just don't blink. Don't blink. All right, Cuevas, we know that he's got the boxing, like his brother, and Samuel. This man, he just comes to scrap. He's in here.
Yeah, Samuel has that Muay Thai background, and I don't know if he's really grappled a lot. I'm not quite sure what he put besides Muay Thai on here, but I don't think he has much of a grappling background, but we'll
nice
see.
Little flurry from Cuevas, but
ooh, that was a long straight right. That was like a Superman straight right. Damn.
These two just getting after it.
These are wild exchanges.
Ooh.
Damn.
Ooh.
He tried to head and arm toss that boy.
Ooh.
Wow. What an exchange.
These two just going at it. No feeling out period. Drops to a knee and he's right back up. Hey, these guys are some dogs, man. Oh, they just getting at it.
Man, but the Cuevas, man, he get knocked down a couple of times.
Oh.
He took the back. Oh, now he's in his guard a little bit, but is slowing down a little bit now.
These two just.
I don't even know what to call him over the half of those exchanges.
Oh, he's got a triangle. Does he have it? Does he have the triangle?
I can't see the other side. Oh, no, it's not locked in on the other side.
But he still has the arm. Let's see if he can transition to the arm bar.
He needs to kind of get that angle, go to the right a little bit so he can get the right leg over to lock it in. And it looks like he wanted to switch to an arm bar, but he doesn't quite know how to do it. And Samuel's raining down punches. And they're both back up again.
Live chat.
Man, he didn't even give him time to recover. He just right back to them wild punches.
Oh, he's got him up against the face. He's unloading. Combo after combo. And Samuel's pushing back.
He tired.
Don't turn your back. Cuevas. Oh, he drops him. He drops him. He finishes him. And that's it, folks. That's it.
And another Cuevas boy made another one quit. I tell you, those boys just keep coming and coming.
I told you, folks, don't blink. Don't blink. These Cuevas boys, they for real. They for real. He pushed him up against the fence. Started letting those combos fly.
I mean, you can tell both of them are just swinging for the fences, but one just had more heart than the other. And you can tell, you know, Eric, him and both of his brother make people just quit. And I mean, that's basically what you need. That you can't teach that.
Yeah, they both just have
And
that
look,
dog in
their
them,
dad
but
is hyped for both of them.
as he should be. As he should be. Good job, fellas.
That's the kind of bouts that make you get invited back, because you always put on a show. It brings people in. It's entertaining.
That's how you make fans. Right there. Y'all go look these boys up on social media. They have a very bright future.
Another great bout. A lot of these have finished in the first round. I don't think any went to decision tonight. So that's pretty exciting. Both of them didn't even give each other time to recover from any of those punches. They were just coming out of left field. And some haymakers.
Hey, shout out our technical team too. You know, we're struggling a little bit with the internet out here, and thank you folks for bearing with us and sticking with us tonight. You know.
Man, this is the fourth flyweight bout of the night. We've had a lot of 125 fights, which is usually you don't see a lot of those in the professional level. So it's kind of exciting that they get a lot of experience on the amateur cards before they go pro.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a
Oh.
big round of applause for our next contestant, Daniel Ronaldo!
Daniel says that he heard about this sport first on Instagram. So social media kind of is what brought him into the sport, which is interesting, but pretty cool.
He was the first Hinman to fight and he lost. So.
He's the first what?
His goal was all his family was gonna win.
Oh.
He was the first one to fight and he lost.
Oh.
So. Sucks, but I was asking him. I was like, hey, is his other family won or lost it? I don't know.
We got Daniel coming up to the cage right now, but he says that, you know, he learned about this sport on Instagram. His favorite submission is guillotine, so I don't know if he's been working he's going to do a lot of jiu-jitsu in this match. That's the kind of preparation. He's been doing a lot of jiu-jitsu, working on a lot of submissions, working on submission defense. So that's basically what he's been working on the most for his fights. So he's going to try to really execute that style of fighting in this fight.
Now Caleb, you know, he started his career in wrestling, you know.
So we have another kind of wrestling versus jiu-jitsu type thing.
Yeah, he's coming out of Iron Man, and you know what got him into this was just to learn how to protect himself, you know. And he says that his advantage is over his opponent is heart and strength, you know. So I'm, you know, coming out of Spokane, I'm expecting to see some pretty high-level wrestling. You know, Spokane is known for having some pretty high-level wrestlers.
Yeah, Washington State in general is a wrestling state, so it's not uncommon to see that. But typically, what we see, especially in amateurs, if they haven't been doing a lot of jiu-jitsu, they're really going to want to stay away from sticking their neck out, because the common, what David likes to do is the guillotine, And that's usually a wrestling style person's kryptonite because they like to stick their head out, and that's not something they have to really worry about in pure wrestling. So hopefully he's kind of recognized that, or that's been brought to his attention, kind of to really watch out for the guillotine and learn how to defend against that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the gladiator T-wire right to the blue corner with the white shorts with the blue trim. He is 5'7", 118 pounds, 18 years old. He is making his MMA debut. He is a jiu-jitsu stylist from Spokane, Washington. Ladies and gentlemen, he represents Sick Jitsu. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for Danny Huckabee!
David says, he doesn't have anything that really motivated him to fight. There wasn't no particular reason why he became a fighter, but he just kind of wanted to take a chance. He wants to see where he goes in this sport, how he does in this, and this is going to determine whether he goes forward or not, where he makes a career out of it or not, or if he just decides to do just one and be done.
And Caleb said that what he wants from this sport is he wants to be remembered for being the stand-up guy. He wants to be remembered for his striking. So, as a wrestler myself, I know that it was a little bit of a challenge for me to incorporate my striking into my MMA, but I know that he trains out of Iron Man, and I know that he's been working on his boxing. So
yeah, we have a lot of fighters coming out of Iron Man tonight, coming to compete. So. They've been preparing for this. Caleb's in the red. Dan's in the blue. But Daniel's right. He usually has a size advantage in this weight class, so he's used to being the bigger, more bully in against his opponents, so that's what he's kind of relying on in this fight. Big
nice
high kick. Switch from a high kick to a low kick to a spinning back kick. He's got them kicks down.
He's throwing a lot. He's throwing high volume. And Caleb, he's just looking calm. He's picking his shots, picking his moments.
Yeah, he's really being patient on what he wants to throw. And big body kick.
Solid body kick.
It's good. He's not wasting his energy. He's kind of picking and choosing what he wants to do. Got caught right there.
Yeah,
but you don't want to be too careful. So sometimes you want to take some chances. Another spinning back kick by blue corner. And Daniel kind of looks like he's already getting gassed already. I don't know how much he's really prepared for this, or if he's even really been in the cage and felt what it's like. Because it's a lot. You can train for this all you want in the gym. It feels completely different when you're in the cage.
Ooh, Caleb connects. And to go off of that, Daniel, he's throwing a lot of volume, a lot of heavy shots.
He is.
And that's the second body kick that he's eaten.
Ooh, try to do it. A knee to the face almost.
But
that's where Caleb's kind of being smart. He's kind of letting his opponent gas out a bit.
Nice slip.
And now he's starting to be a little bit more aggressive. Now he sees his opponent being tired. Another body kick by Caleb. Oh, his opponent's tired. His hands are down. His mouth's wide open. This is the time that Caleb really wants to execute and capitalize on whatever he's deciding to do. A lot of 1-2 exchanges.
They're just standing and trading in the pocket.
Yep.
Oh!
Try to
solid two by Caleb.
Some of those kicks are looking kind of low.
And Daniel's waving him on, saying, "Come on, I ain't tired." He might be playing a little possum.
Ooh, big ol' overhand left.
Oh, he rocks him.
He didn't like that. He didn't like that.
Caleb's got him against the fence. He's looking to finish him here.
Yeah.
He's starting to string them together.
Caleb needs to walk him down and pressure him now. He's taking big shots. Daniel taking big shots.
Big shots. Loading.
Yeah, he needs to pressure and keep walking him down. Give him no room to recover.
Oh, and there's that guillotine he was talking about.
Yeah, I did.
We got ourselves a fight, folks.
Daniel's going to definitely want to take some big breaths. He's going to want to stand up, get some deep breaths. That took a lot out of him in the first round. Caleb might even be a little tired too, but he looks a little bit more fresh.
Nothing but dogs on this card tonight, folks. Who y'all got for the first round? Put ones in the chat if you think blue got it. Put twos if you think red got it.
I mean, I know that I really definitely think Caleb had that. He was smart. He had the fight IQ as far as, you know, waiting the first minute or so until he capitalized on Daniel being tired.
Yeah, Caleb looks like he's recovered. Daniel looking like he's still trying to catch his breath a little bit.
And we got round two.
Caleb looking like the fresher fighter going into the second.
Nice straight two by Daniel. The Valley. I think he's taking his time a little bit more now because he don't have much more in the gas tank.
Ooh, there's that body kick.
Nice oblique kick again.
Ooh, clipped him.
Both fighters kind of got their hands a little low, but, you know, one's landing more than the other.
Caleb seeming to be just a tad bit more.
Oh, he got his shit knocked out.
Knocked out his mouthpiece. He's got him against the fence.
He's got to continue fighting, and he's lucky the ref stopped it because usually they wait for a breakup before they let him pick up their mouth guard again. A nice straight
Caleb
two.
just walking him down.
Yeah, he's taking a beating now. Man, and he's just swinging. He's doing a straight right and then a big left hook.
Oh, we got him against the fence, folks. That uppercut, he just feeding them uppercuts.
Yeah,
Here, have another.
Oh.
Boom.
Boom.
That's it, folks. That's it. That's it. TKO.
Yep.
Caleb.
Thanks. That was a little messy.
Garbro.
Mm-hmm. Great fight, great fight. We got a little splatter of blood, but that's all right.
I know. I might even have some on my hat.
We just had a bunch spray all over.
You need some Clorox, buddy?
Oh, no, it's good. It's good. I'll get it on.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, via technical knockout, the away of Romania, the beast from the east, Caleb Dubois!
That was a great fight. That one made it at least to the second round.
Proving Grounds, home of the best amateur cage fighting.
Yeah, some of the best amateur fights I've seen, some of the best matchups, some of the best experience at the amateur level in this area. I don't know if you have his next. I thought I saw that dude. see with like the name Davis.
All right.
I have this guy. So
Oh,
I don't know if
Davis,
I don't know if you have this dude in your little thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for our next combatant, Michael Hinman!
That's not intelligent defense. You don't turn your back. So yeah, I told her right there, the way that I'm trying to get a kick on stuff. Sometimes she's like a building. But there's my other husband. Listen, it's like that. Back like that. Back like this. So it's all that. It's not open your back. Your back. So it's all good. Yeah, good job. No disagreements whatsoever.
Live chat is kind of active. I'm like, damn.
Tune in. This is Davis Parker.
I know. I don't know. I haven't found anyone else's, so I don't know. But we have this dude. I still don't know who Davis Parker is. So you can use it if you want. You don't have to. I don't know. Or we can just talk about this dude. And we have a 205 of the light heavyweight bout, and this is the bout before we get into the co-main and main event, which our main event is a title fight. And so that one would be an exciting one. And we got two big tall guys for the light heavyweight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is brought to you by Feel Good Intermission. It's a mixed martial arts match.
Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first gladiator to my right in the blue corner. He is wearing the black shorts with white trim and blue trim. He is 5'10", 250 pounds, and 23 years old. He is a Muay Thai stylist. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for Michael Ironside Hinman! Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent to my left, in the white shorts with the black trim and the red trim. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for Nolan Davis! Ladies and gentlemen, the next UFC
Is that one Michael or this one? I wasn't paying attention. Nobody paying attention? Okay. I'm not the only one that's not paying attention.
My fucking ADD is on full point.
Okay.
Boom. Oh, these
Red
two are
corner's
just
going right after it.
Hey! This might be the fastest starting fight. All types of fancy kicks, folks. The Karate Kid's here.
Man, red is long.
Thanks. These two just came out. Is this Rush Hour 5?
There's a lot of karate styles tonight. That was a great combo setup. He did an inside low leg kick to a striking combination. It was really good. Oh, damn! He just is putting so much pressure on the blue corner.
Vicious ground and pound. One right after another, folks.
Yeah, this one ain't gonna last long.
Oh, he covering up. These aren't answered. He just punching the ground at this point, folks. Just like that, the fight is over.
There wasn't too much talking about these two because they just got right down to it.
Man, that's how you do it right there.
Yep.
Good job, Nolan Davis. Congratulations on that win.
He wasted no time getting in, pressuring him, and just overwhelming him with punches. And he had kicks, he had different combinations and setups. It was a very good performance. Well, the light heavyweights took no time just getting their stuff over with, and then we get into the co-main event, which is another 125er. And we have a Warrior Camp veteran of MMA amateur bouts, Shane Magnus versus Caleb Ratliff, which is going to be an excellent bout, by the way. Shane has so much experience. He's been in the cage several times at Proving Ground, so he's no stranger to that. He's not nervous. It's just another day in the office for him. So it's going to be just fun for him. He said he's going to try and make it fun. He's going to mix it up, do different things, try to do different things that he's never done before. Practice. He's been practicing different things that he never did before in his previous bouts. So he wants to just be able to execute that and perform doing those things that he practiced in practice, and it's going to be a challenge for him because it's not something that necessarily comes naturally for him unless he practices it over and over. For this 125 bout, we have Caleb Ratliff coming out. He's from CDA, Coeur d'Alene, and he has no gym. Another fighter who's kind of an independent fighter. So far, we've seen the track record for this isn't really great. Again, don't have a lot of different looks to train with, so that doesn't really help in trying to find a certain style that matches what your opponent's style is. So, unless he has several different people that come that he trains with or he cross-trains at different gyms, it's going to be something that's kind of an uphill battle for him or maybe a weakness for him. He didn't win his last fight, so he's looking to get his first victory at the amateur level. It's self-taught MMA. So in my mind, either you're watching YouTube videos or you're watching stuff on Instagram. And, not to be on the negative side, but that usually doesn't work out well for people. We'll see how that translates into the actual cage for him. If he actually is able to execute and train things that he watches, or if this is just something that he's working on the fly.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for his opponent, Shane Magnus!
And he let us know that he's only been training for a couple years. It really isn't something that he started just now, and it's not something that he's been doing for the last 10 years. He's still relatively new. He doesn't have a base. He's not a boxer. He's not a wrestler. So it's going to be really interesting what his style looks like when he comes out here and starts fighting Shane. Shane is going to be a tough battle for him because Shane trains at Warrior Camp, a tough gym that has lots and lots and lots of different training partners. And Shane has gotten a lot of experience already. He has more than a couple fights, so it's definitely going to be in his favor for this fight. I got Shane being the favorite in this fight. And I don't know really what the live chat thinks, but I think a lot of people are probably going to be going for Shane. I don't know if any of you think that or are going for Caleb. What do you guys think? If he has a chance, let us know in the live chat. You know, Shane, he trains a lot of jiu-jitsu. I've trained with him. I've trained with him several times. Great. His jiu-jitsu is just improving every single fight. But he loves striking. His favorite combination or favorite style is just a basic straight 1-2. Nothing crazy, nothing special. Still loves striking. It's more exciting for him. And he just lives to fight. He's got a daughter that he loves and that he wants to show her and be a good example. Be a role model and a motivator for her. So this is really what's motivating him to come out and do a good job. He represents Warrior Camp. He thinks it's the best team in the city, which I agree. And he's been training with them ever since he started fighting, and he's been doing a lot of cardio and really focusing on his cardio for this fight. one round KO, yeah. So, you know, we're here in the live chat. They already think it's either going to end as a first round sub or a first round KO. I mean, Shane, he's also said, you know, he grew up in a tough neighborhood. He grew up in the hood, fighting for himself, fighting for his family, fighting to get paid. At the amateur level, you don't get paid yet, so he really wants to get good at the amateur level so he can turn pro and start getting paid for his fights. Start earning the fruits for his labor. He says his baby girl is all he needs for the motivation to get in the cage and fight and win. We got a few people in the live chat that think that he's going to win the first round KO, so we'll see if that happens. And Caleb says he's just, big, huge overhand. His head went back like a Pez dispenser. Shane's giving him that pressure. That's where he does not want to be. Especially when you haven't really worked a lot of wrestling or grappling. This is not where he wants to be, but he's putting up a fight. And Shane's got him in the half guard. And he tried to reverse him but didn't have any success. But Shane just needs to keep that top pressure. It looks like he's got a head and arm choke from this angle. Can't really see super well. And he goes right back to getting top pressure. And I think he threw an elbow, but needs to be careful with that. The amateur level can't quite throw those just yet. But, you know, he's been practicing a lot with pros, so he's probably used to doing that. And it looks like Caleb tried to attempt to go for a Kimura, but couldn't quite get it locked in. But Shane's doing such a good job smothering him and pressuring him, it's tiring Caleb out. Shane's doing a good job of staying on his back, keeping pressure, and he's got Caleb's back. And he's got a rear naked deep. Well, I think that that's going to be over. Yep. And whoever in the live chat, Deontay Ruffin, you were right. He got a first round sub. So that prediction was pretty good. It could have went either way, though. It could have been a first round KO or a first round sub. So I think people in the live chat were pretty accurate with that. So many first round finishes tonight. It's crazy, but they're all action packed. No boring fights here at Proving Grounds MMA. The best amateur fights in Spokane and Spokane Valley. And there you have it. Shane Magnus, first round RNC. And that wraps up our co-main event. And we're moving on to a title fight, everybody. Let me know in the chat what you think is going to be the end result for our title fight tonight.
It was more moral support.
They were pretty accurate in their predictions in the live chat.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the words of St. Michael Lover, the hero of announcers everywhere, it's time! This is the title fight for the 155.
Deontay called it too, first round sub. Wow.
It's time! Ladies and gentlemen, the challenger. Let's give it up for Alex Magnus!
He really needed that, but I'm glad he got it.
Mm-hmm. He's fought like so many tough people. Yeah. I am too. His jiu-jitsu and grappling has gotten really, really good. All right, we in the red corner, we have Alex Market coming out. And he is fighting for the title. Not really sure. Is it 155 is the lightweight for this? Yeah. With lightweight title. Market has a background in BJJ, and that's how he got started in the sport. It's kind of how he transitioned into MMA. He was having that BJJ background, or I guess base. And he started with grappling, got into MMA afterward, and has a blue belt, and kind of fell in love with the sport of mixed martial arts.
Yeah, and Jesse, he is the 155-pound champ, and he says what got him into competing was family and friends, you know. And he's a natural-born striker. If you've ever seen Jesse fight before, you know he's no nonsense. He gets in there and he gets busy. He's swinging for the fences from the first belt to the last belt. And this is 5 rounds, folks. This isn't a 3 round. This is 5 rounds. This is championship rounds. We're gonna see if Alex Market has what it takes to go 5 rounds with Jesse. the 155 champ. Pound
Yeah,
champ.
Jesse said, his family and friends, he has people that he knows and loves and cares about that compete in BJJ and MMA, and, they just talked him into it, kind of hound him about it. So that's what made him kind of, get into fighting and then never stopped since then. And he's a born, like you said, Zach, he's a natural born striker. He's, done youth karate. So he's got those two backgrounds. He's done a little bit of wrestling in high school. So he's, and then he got in, obviously boxing and Muay Thai is the striking background. So he's got a little bit of everything, but didn't, spend, most time in one particular art. So he's dabbled in almost everything. So he's really looking to kind of, just keep practicing all styles of mixed martial arts and then put it all together.
And Alex Market, he says he grew up doing a lot of grappling. So I imagine he did a lot of wrestling growing up with his brothers, roughhousing around the house and whatnot. And sometimes that's just a good little segue into a sport. I had lots of brothers, and we definitely did a lot of wrestling around the house.
Yeah, having a lot of brothers makes you tough. Always having to fight, defend yourself. That gives you the mentality to kind of be a fighter.
Yeah, it helps with that competitive aspect.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, no master. Ladies and gentlemen, the combatant to my right in the blue corner, with the red trunks, with blue trim. He is 6 foot tall, 155 pounds and 30 years old. An impressive mixed martial arts record of 4 wins and 1 loss. He hails from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu stylist. He represents 10th Planet Calgary.
Jesse's been training with Warrior Camp for a while. He's been in there training. I've grappled with him a lot. He's a pretty strong dude, and he's came a long way in the grappling department, even in striking too. So, hopefully he's, has the mentality, to win this fight and get a victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent to my left, 5 foot 855 pounds and 28 years old. He also has an impressive mixed martial arts record of 4 wins and 1 loss. He hails from Spokane, Washington. He represents Warrior Camp. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for Jesse Alava. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a title fight. It's 5 3-minute rounds. Ladies and gentlemen, the referee in charge of your action. Professional MMA fighter, Mark Coach.
Not quite sure about that.
These two just kind of feeling each other out.
Yeah, they're looking loose. They're moving around, being active, but not going crazy. Looking like the more seasoned. And great sprawl by Jesse. Yeah, but Alex wasn't giving up on that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Alex returns with a nice double leg.
That was a great sprawl by Jesse, but Alex wasn't giving up on that double.
To tangle up. Oh, Jesse he's on the neck, but
yeah,
I'm not
he
too
don't got
sure.
it. He needs to let go of that guillotine. He needs to let go. He's a little excited right now, but he just needs to underhook and get out from underneath.
And it looks like Alex. Looks like Alex is leaking from the nose. Oh, he's taking his back.
I think Jesse's the one leaking. He's the one that trains at Warrior Camp, right?
Alex is leaking from his nose.
Okay.
Jesse.
Okay.
But yeah, Jesse also has a cut.
Okay.
Oh, he's got the sub. He's got that sub that rear naked laced up pretty tight. It was deep there for a second, but Jesse.
Man, he's got that RNC in tight.
Jesse doing a good job of defending it. And there's a tap, folks.
Man, he did good.
It looks like we're going to have a new champ tonight.
Yeah, he just was relentless with that double leg. Red corner did a good job of sprawling at first, but just couldn't really keep up with the timing of those takedowns.
Looks like we have a new champ at 155 with Alex Market. Good job, Alex Market.
There you have it. That's a wrap for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you being really super active in the live chat. Hope that you all tune in for the next one. Have a great night.